And we are bracing for something that Ohioans are used to, right? Snow across Hampton Roads. With that, let's go ahead and toss things over to meteorologist Evan Stewart for another check of this weather alert day, Evan.
Yeah, it's a weather alert day, not just because of the potential for some snow, but also the cold temperatures that we're seeing. And here's that storm that continues to intensify as it works its way along the northern Gulf Coast. You can already see some of the heavy snow that is falling through areas of New Orleans. Everything here is slowly working its way off towards the north and east. As a matter of fact, here's a view of New Orleans courtesy of EarthCam, and you can see folks out there along Bourbon Street enjoying the snow out there. Some of the dogs out there enjoying some of the snow as well. So here's what it looks like with Futurecast as we go through the remainder of the afternoon. Looking at cloudy skies, notice the snow and the precipitation off our coastline. That'll eventually start to fill in as we go here into the evening. So here's 8 o'clock. Notice that snow starting to develop across parts of Hampton Roads. Temperatures certainly cold enough for snow in the 20s. And as we go here through the later part of the evening, we'll start to see that fill in as we go here. Here's 11 o'clock. Notice that sharp cutoff line here right through the Chesapeake Bay, back through portions of the Middle Peninsula, the Peninsula, and interior South Side. So west of, say, Franklin, north and west of Williamsburg and Newport News and up towards West Point, we're not looking at much in the way of snow. A little bit more along the eastern shore, but some of the heaviest of the snow in areas that typically don't see snow down through the outer banks here of North Carolina. Notice by 2 a.m. the storm is finally starting to pull off towards the south and east, and by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, looking at temperatures in the 20s, it's cold, but the falling snow is all gone, and we should look for a little bit of sunshine into the afternoon. One thing we will watch into the late morning with those north winds blowing down the Chesapeake Bay, that means that we'll see the chances at a bay effect streamer. So we got the warm water, still relatively warm anyway, for the Chesapeake Bay, and those north winds pick up the moisture. You have to have a long fetch of wind coming in out of the north, but that could have impact areas along portions of the Middle Peninsula, maybe the peninsula into Hampton and parts of Norfolk and Virginia Beach into the mid-morning. But by afternoon, skies are clear. Temperatures in the 20s. Wind chills will be in the teens, so a cold afternoon, and then clear tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, starting the day off on Thursday, in the teens to around 20. And into the afternoon, a few more clouds moving in, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. So it is going to be a little bit warmer as we get into the day on Thursday, but we're still going to see, several hours of temperatures below freezing. So any snow that does fall will be slow to melt across the area. How much are we looking at? Again, not as much across the eastern shore, Middle Peninsula, Peninsula, interior South Side, southern tip of the eastern shore, Peninsula, and much of the major metropolitan area looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow, maybe some of the higher amounts through Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, down into northeastern North Carolina, where closer to the Albemarle Sound, we could be talking about 3 to 5, maybe even a little bit more once you head just south of Nags Head and Oregon Inlet. So the potential is there for that accumulating snow. And as I mentioned, we just had the winter storm warning that has been moved a little bit farther to the north. Now includes Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Portsmouth, as well as northeastern North Carolina. Priority Automotive Sky View showing the cloudy skies. It's 26 with the north-northeasterly wind coming in at 12 miles per hour. The feels-like temperature, the wind chill, 16 degrees, so it is cold out there. 7-day forecast then takes us into this afternoon. Again, 28 tomorrow. Looking at skies to become mostly sunny. And then here's that warm-up. 37 on Thursday, Friday 39, 42 Saturday, and 50 on Sunday, and then 48 on Monday. We'll look at another chance for a couple of isolated showers. But next couple of days, it is going to be cold, and we'll be watching the snow this evening. We'll have, of course, the news starting at 4 o'clock, and we'll have some special streaming content tonight. Tim will be in, so we'll be watching that snow as it starts to fall this evening.